Hi, my name is Kailee Ransom, and I am a marketing and entrepreneurship student at BGSU, and I also work on our social media team. It feels like I just started college, but I just wrapped up my 5th semester at BG, and 2023 is almost over, so I'm in a very sentimental mood, so I just wanted to come on here and give more of a sit-down video and just talk to you guys. BGSU was recently ranked the #1 university in Ohio, public or private, for student experience, and since I'm in a mood to reflect, I thought that I would share my top 10 experiences at BGSU from this year. We're going to start off with the honors learning community trip that I went on this year, and that was in March, and we went to Cincinnati this year. I went with my roommate and a couple of our friends were also on the trip, so we hung out with them. We still had the group, we had a couple of group activities, but a lot of it is on your own, so we were able to experience the city. I obviously went to a couple of coffee shops. I dragged my roommate too. We went on a walking tour of the city where we learned a lot about the history and the architecture, so that was really interesting. We went to the aquarium, which was right across the bridge in Kentucky, and then we went to the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center, and that was really cool to see all of the exhibits in there. It was very moving. I think that trips like that, you get to learn a lot about yourself when you have sort of the freedom to go out and explore. The second experience that I'm going to share is probably my all-time favorite experience that I had this year, and that was giving my speech at the Schmidt-Horst College of Business scholarship and award ceremony, and that was in April. I am not a public speaker by any means. The whole speech was about how the scholarships that you've received have impacted your education and your experience at BGSU. So I personally talked about how I used to be super shy when I was a freshman and how much I've grown through the experiences that I've had at BGSU. I leaned into being shy and I helped use that for the speech, and I'm very proud of myself for going out of my comfort zone because now I know that I can do things like that. The third event that I want to talk about is our annual Sunrise on the Hill event that we put on as the social media team. It was such a successful event. We had so many students there and everyone was so happy and so excited to be there. I just think it was really cool to see so many students come together super early in the morning and just people excited for the fresh start of a new school year. And then we had the Black Swamp Arts Festival, which is a huge deal in BG. There are tons of people come from all over to experience the art and live music that it has to offer. On Friday night of that weekend, I went downtown with my roommate to listen to some of the live music that they had. So many people came up to just dance right in front of the stage. Everyone was having such a great time. On Saturday, my parents came down to go look at the art with me. It was so cool to walk up to the vendors and just ask them about their work and hear about the inspiration, how they got started, how long they've been creating their art for. It was really inspirational just to be able to talk to them. So the next experience that I wanted to talk about was just our entire BGSU homecoming weekend. It was so magical for me. So I was covering a lot of the events for the social media team. So on Friday night, we had the welcome back party. The band played. This was the 100th year of our band. So it was a huge celebration of them and all the hard work that they have done. So we got to hear them play. I also went to the Circus Thrill show, which I've gone to that the past 3 years. I always have a ton of fun. It's so impressive to see what the performers can do. And then bright and early on Saturday morning, I ran the Freddie and Frida 5K with my dad, and my mom came to support us. That was the first 5K I've done since like Girls on the Run in like 5th grade, so I had a lot of fun doing that. I ran the whole time, so I was proud of myself, and that was a great start to the morning. And then I headed over to Flatlands and obviously got a coffee before I took like a 3-hour nap. Later that day, I helped cover our homecoming football game. That was the first time that I was on the field covering a football game, so that was a jam-packed weekend, but I had so much fun. After homecoming weekend, a couple weeks later was our family weekend. I had my parents come down, my aunt, uncle, and my 2 cousins, and then my other aunt. And so it was a big entourage of us walking around campus. It was really cute to show my family my favorite parts of campus, give them a little tour. I also did a couple of videos for BG's social media team with my family. It was so fun. They did so good. The first one that I did was my dad pretending to be me. He got his matcha, he went to the Maurer Center and was like pretending to work. And then when my uncle came down, I filmed him pretending to be me. So like cats, coffee, buying clothes, taking pictures of coffee. He was perfect. He did an amazing job. My uncle and I also did a mini mic asking Falcon parents what the like funniest or strangest thing that their student has called home to ask about. We went to the football game with my family. It was rainy, but we still had a lot of fun. And we also went to the magician show, and my little cousin was called up on stage to help out with the magician, so that was funny. We just had such an amazing weekend, and I'm so grateful that my family was able to come down and experience that with me. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is dancing again. I don't think a lot of people at BG know this about me, but I was a dancer for 15 years and I was a competitive dancer for 13, but I stopped right when I graduated. But recently I have been trying to get back into it, like kind of for exercise, but more so just because I love it. The rec center and Epler at BG, they both have rooms that you can go in and dance in. I've been getting into that, like finding my passion for dance again. The next thing I'm going to talk about is spending lots of time in the Maurer Center, whether that's like for studying or just talking with people. That's something that I really truly cherish about BGSU, just the community that I have built with my friends, peers, professors, just everyone in the college is so nice and friendly. I feel like the Maurer Center is definitely the hangout spot. Sometimes I'll just go there and sit and just wait until someone I know walks by, and then I'll trap them and talk to them for like 20 minutes. It's probably my favorite thing. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was that I'm very proud of myself for being in leadership roles in the student organizations that I'm in on campus. So I'm in Women in Business Leadership, and I'm their VP of Mentorship. I am in the Schmitz College of Business Peer Leader Program, and I am the head of social media and engagement. And then I am the marketing director for BG Success, which is the Collegiate Entrepreneurial Society. I'm really proud of myself for stepping out of my comfort zone, like I talked about in the speech, and being in these leadership roles, because like I said a year ago, I would not have imagined myself in these roles, but I love doing it and I'm learning a lot too. To go along with that, I also stepped out of my comfort zone and joined the professional business fraternity on campus, which is Delta Sigma Pi. That's also definitely not something that I would have expected myself to be doing this year or at all, but I'm learning a lot from that, and I've met so many amazing people through it. and I know that it's going to help me a lot in the future. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about was the experience of getting all A's this semester, even on top of all of the other things and involvements that I had going on. I managed to pull through. I squeaked by, and I did want to shout out two of my professors that I've had multiple times, and I just love being in their class and seeing them around campus. And that would be Jeff Maurer, who I had for my marketing research class this semester, and Ryan Holly. He's taught a lot of my entrepreneurship courses, and I always have a blast in their class. They are so funny, so considerate, so supportive, and I'm so grateful that I've had them multiple times. So I hope you guys enjoyed me sharing some of my favorite experiences that I've had this year, and I can't wait to see what the spring semester has in store for us.